good evening. Anything that we discuss today would be for educational purposes only. I would like to welcome you all to Digital Trading Flow. It's a platform where we disseminate financial data in real time and provide actionable insights for educational purposes using various live streaming technologies. You can follow along as I navigate the markets by trading in my own account, and hopefully, you can learn how I analyze the data in real time to make smarter trading decisions. Our agenda for making this video is to discuss multiple time frame analysis of Nifty as well as a view for Monday, that is 28th September. We would be analyzing options open interest data, and I would be discussing my stock watch list for Monday, and I would also be telling you how you can access digital trading flow for free for 12 months. So to access digital trading flow for 12 months, all you have to do is log on to my website www.digitaltradingflow.org, and after that you just have to click on pricing. When you click on pricing, you will be able to see two boxes. One would be telling you about what is digital trading floor, and other would be providing an option to subscribe to it for 12 months for free. You just have to click on this 12-month free subscription Samco. It would take you to my franchisee referral link, and as you all know, I am an authorized business partner of Samco. So all you have to do is register by entering your name, email, and mobile number, and you have to create either a trading account or a demat account, or both trading or demat account. And if you open this account through my franchisee referral link, you would be able to access digital trading flow for free for 12 months. And I would also like to tell again that digital trading flow would be producing live trading, which I would be doing. I would be broadcasting it for general public as well as private individuals. So this platform would be launched on Diwali 14th November, and from 9:15 to 10 a.m. I would be broadcasting my live trading on YouTube for everyone, and from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. almost 5 plus hours of private live stream content would be broadcasted to customers who open Samco trading account or a demat account, or both trading and demat account, through my franchisee referral link of Samco. So that's how you can access digital trading flow for free for 12 months. And now we would start our analysis for Nifty. If we see over here, from the ultra short term perspective, the price action has made a higher high and a higher low. So from ultra short term perspective, we can say that market is in an uptrend. From very ultra short perspective, that does not mean that I am overly bullish on the markets. Now, if we see the monthly time frame below 11,464, it is under control of sellers, and candle, as you can see, is red. And on weekly time frame, this past week market opened at 11,503. So below 11,503, market was under control of sellers, and we had a red candlestick. So last week we had a situation in which we had time frame continuity to the downside below 11,464, in which all the time frames turned under control of sellers. So on Friday we had a short covering rally, so which technically broke that downtrend for me. So we also have to remember that a new month is going to start, that is October, and we face what I call exhaustion risk. What I mean is that traders who have been long short this market from 11,500 to 11,450 levels, they would be coming to liquidate their positions. So when that happens, we can potentially see sideways action in the market. And uh, on Monday, two time frames will open: daily time frame as well as the new weekly time frame. So we would have a situation, if market opens above 11,050 and sustains and trades above the opening, it would technically be trading above weekly and daily openings. So market would be under control of buyers on those two time frames, and under control of sellers below 11,464 on monthly time frame participants. So in that scenario, out of the three major time frames, we would have only two time frames aligned against the 1 monthly time frame. So by that, what I mean, what would happen is that we may not see a clear cut trend. We can potentially see a sideways market which may have a bias toward the upside. So our view for next Monday is above 11,050 levels. We can potentially trade towards Friday highs, that is 11,072, and above those levels to 11,130 and potentially 11,200 levels. Whereas below 10,941 levels, we can potentially trade towards 10,850, 10,800, and potentially 10,730 levels on Nifty. The levels that I've mentioned over here uh, are basically Fibonacci extensions, but instead of 10,798, I refer to it as 10,800 because those are relatively more psychological levels. Like below 940 levels, it would potentially reach to 10,850, 10,800, and potentially 10,750 levels. But based on those my proprietary extension levels, these are specific levels 10,798 and 10,722. But for general purposes, we can conclude that below 10,941 we can potentially trade to 10,800 odd levels, and on the upside above 11,052 potentially to 11,200 levels. And conservative traders, they can refrain from trading between 11,050 to 10,941 levels, and aggressive traders above 11,050 can, based on the price action, go long the market, and below 10,941 level, if market sustains based on price action, they can short the market. And conservative traders, they can refrain from trading in between 11,050 to 10,941 levels. Now I would be discussing options open interest analysis. So the contract expiring on 1st November, the max pain is at 11,000 levels. So by max pain, what I mean is it is the level at which option writers are going to suffer the least amount of losses, and if market were to expire at 11,000 levels. And here we see the total options open interest right now. We have almost 2.45 crore shares of calls written as compared to 2.35 crore of put shares written. And broadly speaking, we are in the range of 10,900 to 11,200 in the near term. And if we see the overall open interest change for Friday, around 20 almost 30 lakh shares of calls were written as compared to 1.15 crore shares of puts were written. So on Friday we had a short covering rally to the upside, and here we can see 10,800 strike, 10,900, and 11,000 call strikes. They all saw their open interest decrease. When that happened, it just tells us that option buyers, they book their profit, and option writers, they book their losses as market traded higher. So we can see the maximum amount of puts that have been written are at 10,900 levels, and any meaningful amount of calls that have been written so far are at 11,500 levels. And broadly speaking, we are currently in 10,900 level to 11,200 level range, and above 11,200 level we can potentially have a strong resistance at 11,500 levels. And here we see option straddle charts. This is the 10,800 straddle chart. As you all know, last Thursday was expiry and market expired at 10,805 levels. So on Friday, I was observing 10,800 strike. So, and it traded higher basically. So what this tells us that market was going to be trading away from 10,800 strike. If it were to go and trade towards the 10,800 strike, then this straddle should be trending downwards, but since it was not trending downwards, it gave us a clue that market was going to be trading away from 10,800 strike levels. And 11,000 straddle strike was trading below previous day lows, that is Thursday's lows, and it was trending down. So it gave us a clue that market would be trading away from 10,800 strike towards 11,000 strike. And if we see 11,200 straddle, it was also trading below previous day lows, that was Thursday's lows, and it was trending downwards, giving us an indication that market is going to uh, basically move away from 10,800 strike towards 11,200 strike. And now if on Monday this straddle, if it trades sideways to slightly up, then there's a possibility that we can potentially trade away from 11,000 strike to either 10,900 levels, 10,800 levels, or towards 11,200 to 11,500 levels. And now I would be discussing my stock watch list for Monday. The stocks that I've selected are Sun Pharma and Bata India. If we see Sun Pharma, it is under control of sellers below 521 on monthly time frame. On weekly time frame, it is under control of sellers below 523, and on daily time frame we had an inside candlestick. So below 483 level, we can potentially trade towards 465 levels on Sun Pharma, and we would also have time frame continuity to the downside in that scenario. But since it's an inside candlestick, we have to be flexible, and above 496 we can potentially trade towards 515 to 525 levels as well on the upside. And we would, next stock is Bata India. Bata India is currently, we can say that on monthly time frame it is in the control of buyers as it is trading above 1299, and on weekly time frame it is under control of sellers below 1399. So, and on daily time frame it's an inside candlestick. So what is likely to happen is that we can potentially have time frame continuity to the upside next week, or we can see time frame continuity to the downside. So this is at a very good inflection level as well as psychological level of 1300 as well. So we just have to see what happens on Monday based on the open. So above 1321 level, we can potentially trade towards 1350 levels to 1375 levels on Bata India, and below 1290 levels we can potentially trade towards 1255 to 1235 levels on Bata India.